TIFU by letting one rip in front of my boyfriend. I've, 21F, been seeing my boyfriend, 25 meters, for almost a year now, and he's a pretty good guy. He's just a little more proper than me. He won't fart or burp in front of me, and he probably expected me to never burp or fart in front of him. I've told him though that I think farts are hilarious and my family farts in front of each other all the time, and my grandpa even rates them out of 10. Since my BF finds it disgusting, though I haven't shown him full fart potential, until today. We had eaten Mexican food earlier and it wasn't agreeing with me super well, and I had to pass the gas pretty bad, but my BF was with me in the kitchen. I had to think of a diversion and asked him if he could take the trash out for me. He said yes and took it out the door. He wasn't even gone a second when I ripped one that almost vibrated the house. I was glad that he didn't witness the mass destruction of my pants, but when I turned around he was staring at me from the back door. He forgot to put his shoes in and was coming back in. I've never seen such disgust on a face before, but he definitely thinks I'm nasty now. I think my grandpa would have given me a thumbs up and 10 out of 10 on that one though. Update. Thank you to everyone that finds farts as funny as me. But after he came back in the house from taking out the trash, he didn't even acknowledge my magnificent foghorn fart. I'd tell my grandpa about it though, and he was proud of me. TL. Doctor farted in front of my boyfriend and he's probably gonna leave me now. TIFU by offering my boyfriend my rescue inhaler. This happened about an hour ago. I'm on mobile and THE bots are running wild today, so ye official live warned. My 22F boyfriend, 21M, got up early today to watch soccer. We don't live together, so aside from the fact that he's going to want to call it an early night, all good, he can get up whenever he wants. About an hour after the game starts, I wake up to a good morning text from him. I say hello, lament the soccer score I just googled, and he follows up with, I feel yucky. My allergies are really bad with throat closings and hives. My allergies have been bad due to weather here also, so I mentioned that. His response is, I think I might have to go to the ER. It's getting really hard to breathe. I have asthma and I know that's not a situation Thomas around. I'm immediately stressed, but staying calm and level-headed, I ask him if he wants me to bring him my inhaler or go to the ER with him. Then he jump out of bed, brush my teeth, change, and I'm out the door headed to his apartment. Somewhere along the way I see a, yay, text but don't bother to read the rest of the messages. 3 minutes later I'm at his apartment, inhaler in hand, barging through the door like the hero I am to save my wheezing, helpless boyfriend. Except, instead of finding a wheezing helpless boyfriend, I see him looking confused, sitting on the couch with coffee and a bowl of cereal. To be clear on the image here, I'd just woken up when this exchange happened. When I left my apartment, my hair was a mess. I was too lazy to fully take off my mascara last night, so my face resembled that of a hungover raccoon, and there were still pillow lines on my forehead. He, on the other hand, was dressed for an event he was soon leaving for, seemed to be utilizing perfectly functional lungs, and holding a facial expression with some mix of surprise, confusion, amusement, guilt. I sputter and mumble a series of, but you said, I thought, and then check my phone to house the, yeah, text as an explanation for my presence. Turns out, the full text was, yeah, Boot John, you also return my breath? I don't know why you just keep taking it away, with a series of dramatic emojis, followed by a, gotcha, and an, April Fool's, gif. He was very apologetic for his silly joke and causing me the panic, but I laughed at it. Now I'm eating breakfast at his apartment writing this out. TLDR. My boyfriend April foolsed me into rushing over to his apartment with my inhaler when all he really wanted to do was make a corny joke at it. Thanks to you, Chipotle, for the award. All the comments saying this is a cute story made my day. And to everyone asking if we're Liverpool fans, indeed we are. Here's to a better next season. Sorry for being absent in the comments. I'd love to respond to everyone, but spelling with numbers is exhausting. LMAO. TIFU by thinking the thing in my belly button was normal. I don't often touch or poke at my belly button because it would make me squeamish, but occasionally I would notice that thing inside it. I always assumed it was an old nub end of dried out umbilical cord or maybe a little piece of skin. For years I just let it be, but lately it started to get on my mind more and more. I never asked anyone if they had the same thing in theirs, but I finally decided to Google it and I was immediately grossed out. Turns out it was a navel stone. Years of buildup of dead skin, oils, hair, and whatever else makes its way in there. Now, I consider myself to be pretty hygienic, but it just never dawned on me that your belly button needed special attention to keep clean. After a few minutes of researching if I should attempt to deal with it myself or go to the doctor, I decided I'd give it a shot myself. I grabbed the tweezers and got at it. Little pieces were coming off. Booty wasn't getting a good grip on it. Again, I hate touching this area. I looked at more pictures, I don't recommend it, to get an idea of what I was dealing with. I got more determined to get it out. I stuck the tweezers in deeper, past my comfort zone, and grabbed that sucker. I twisted it loose and pulled it out. It's black and the size of a sunflower seed, or a small bean. TL, Doctor, I let a navel stone form for many years before learning it wasn't a piece of body tissue. TIFU by letting my dad see my extremely kinky sexts. God, I literally wanna die. Earlier today I had Tor set my Apple ID password and my dad and I are under the same Apple ID. It's a long story, why Wedo that is irrelevant, but after I reset the password I guess it merged our iMessage so he can receive messages sent to my phone number. Well, I have been sending messages to a guy where he explicitly discusses his ISS kink, among other absolutely sinful kinks, and my dad saw it all. This poor man. He's the sweetest, most wholesome human I will ever know, and he had to witness these, as he put it, vile messages of people peeing on each other. Kill me. I'm not a venant of that kink. I'm just bored and playing along, and now I've tainted my relationship with my dad. This isn't even the first time Apple synced our messages. I just never learn. TLDR. Apple merged my iMessages with my dad and has saw the most vulgar degenerate sexts I have ever sent a person edit. I never wanted to change my Apple ID BC. I have a lot of Game Center data saved loudly crying, but I might make him make a separate one instead. TIFU busted out the one chip challenge at my 11-year-old's B-day party. Today is my son's birthday and we had a party with 15 kids. He just turned 11. We were doing a bunch of challenges and games. One game we filled a bunch of mini cupcakes with fillings. Some good, some gross. They were having fun and daring each other to find the gross ones. I remembered I had a Pocky one chip challenge chip in the cabinet and broke it out as a joke, threatening to make my son do it. The kids were immediately wanting to try. I got swept up in the excitement and broke the chip into small pieces, warning it would be so bad. Pulling the chip out was the first UCK up. Not having any rational sense to stop was the second. They counted down from 3 and had their small pieces. Immediate pandemonium. Within 2 minutes my son puked on the kitchen floor. Another kid was crying and having a panic attack. My wife was cursing me while handing out cups of milk. Kids were running around screaming. After 5 cups of milk, a different kid vomited milk all over the bathroom floor. A girl vomited in the bathroom toilet twice. After 30 minutes the chaos calmed. My wife is ist. TLDR. Busted out the one chip challenge for a bunch of 11-year-olds and cleaned up so much puke. Update. Son has a mild upset stomach but had a great birthday. From the other parents we reached out to the kids who had a piece are doing good. My 8-year-old pulled me aside and demanded that I do not bring the hot chip to their birthday. Wife. Still calls me a dumbass. Update 2. For those that can't Google. The Picayune chip challenge is a stunt food. The world's hottest chip. TIFU by going to the wrong bathhouse. So I have been working out consistently for the past year or so. Anyway, recently I started lifting very heavy weights so my muscles have become very fatigued and tired. I researched some ways to recover to solve this issue, and I find out that saunas are a great way to recover. My gym doesn't have a sauna, so I start looking for clubs, bathhouses that do. I find this really cheap club that has a gym, sauna, and swimming pool. As a broke college student this seemed like a hidden gem, and right after I head there to use the sauna. Here I'm in the sauna enjoying the heat and relaxation, along with 3 old guys in their 60s. It seemed like they were trying to start something with me, like some small talk. Suddenly I hear Orn playing outside and some bear dancers, whatever that is. Turns out I'm in the wrong place and time. The guys were getting it on, others playing Orn, and the guys in the sauna trying to hit me up. It all added up. It all made sense, why the guys in the sauna were staring at me, why the guy in the reception was passionately talking with me, and why the Orn was playing. I was in a gentleman's club, but not any gentleman's club. It was a club for gay and bisexual guys to hook up. And I was the only young man there. I was like the hot girl in the gym, except I'm not hot or a girl. And while these guys were assuming I was gay, I had to clear up the confusion, but they thought it was my way of being nervous, so the guy got closer. He then suggests that we go somewhere more private. I was shocked how easy it is to get laid if you were gay, but more shocked that this old guy is talking to me in this way. So I told him I need to head home, and I leave. Well, I wasted $40 for a membership I will never use again. TLDR, I went to a men's-only club to use the sauna, just to learn that it's for hooking up.